you can testify in your deed.
Look, you see? They're everywhere. I'll never be safe.
Oh, damn. Jim, do you have a bathrobe?
In the wardrobe. Sarah? Sarah?
You all right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Sorry I gave you such a bad night.
Oh, honey, that wasn't your fault.
At least up until now I've been able to sleep.
Now, listen to me. You're going to go and see Dave about that note?
Isn't it lagging?
Of course not. What's wrong with you? Why are you holding back?
I just think if I don't tell her, they might leave me alone.
Do you think if they could get at you, Tracy, they'd be leaving notes lying around the place? Now, you've got to do something to protect yourself.
Come on, you two. Get moving.
You know something? This place is just like a prison. We're going to see Dava?
I still think if I don't tell her...
Now, listen, they've tried to kill you twice.
Look, on your way, you two.
All right. I'm going to tell Bea.
Why?
Because Bea has to be told she's the boss, right?
Hurry up, Smith.
Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, it's a lovely way to wake up, isn't it?
We got a problem here, Bea.
Yeah, what? Where'd this come from?
Tracy found it on her bed last night.
Well, they don't waste much time, do they? They've got someone working for them in here already.
Yeah, well, I told her she should go straight to the governor.
Yeah.
The kid's scared halfway out of her mind.
May as well get the cops working for us for a change. You go this morning and see her. I'll make a few inquiries of my own. If anyone in here is working for pushers, I want first crack at them.
What are you lot still doing in here?
Tracy's not feeling the best.
Oh, you just cooked that one up, did you?
Miss Bennett, when the governor gets in, could I see her, please?
If you're sick, you want the infirmary, not the governor.
But
Now, listen, she has every right to see the governor.
On your way, you two. Morris, you'll see the governor when I'm ready. Which is it? The showers or the infirmary?
Good heavens!
Morning.
Oh, what are you doing here? I was just about to go to work.
I know, I'm going to drive you.
Oh, come in. Don't you think I can get there on my own?
I'm not even sure you should be going back yet. What's the big rush anyway? Do you think they can't do without you?
Well, that's just it. They're short-staffed. And anyway, I'm dying of boredom.
Yeah, well, I just worry about you, that's all. And at least I can make sure you get there safe and sound. If you don't mind, that is.
No.
Right, you ready?
Sure. Oh, look at this little devil. She can't wait. Come on, darling. Come on, look.
Hey, hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, I thought you did that before.
Yeah, but you're supposed to do it just before you put the baby in the bath, just in case you've forgotten, you know.
Oh.
I'll fix the towel.
Oh. I don't know what I'd do without you, Doreen.
You having a go at me?
Oh, no, of course I'm not. You're a great help. We're both grateful, aren't we, eh? Aren't we? We are, aren't we? Gosh, you're not getting big, isn't she?
Yeah.
It's all happening too fast, isn't it, Doreen? They're going to take her away from me soon.
Yeah, well, don't feel like that, Chrissy.
Well, how do you expect me to feel?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Well, it's like turning 1-year-olds a crime or something. You're 1 year old, so that's it, finish. It doesn't matter who gets hurt.
Yeah, well, at least you will have had her for 12 months.
Look, can you get me another nappy over there?
Yeah, sure. Hey, it's the last one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go to the laundry and get you some more.
Thanks. Come on, darling. Come on. Over here.
So there's still someone in here.
Yeah. And whoever it is, I am gonna get him.
What do you want me to do, Bee?
Keep your eyes and ears open. Somewhere, somehow along the line, they'll make a mistake.
And when they do, pow! Ha. Hey, Bee, could you lend me a cigarette?
Oh, blimey, you got the bottle ready, are you?
Oh, come on. Buy-up's in a couple of days.
Okay, but only one. But you give me a lead in this dope business, and you can have the rest.
Hey, Bee!
Oh, Lizzie.
What are you two doing in here?
Hi, Dor.
Ah, look, you're the other one I want to talk to. Last night, Tracy got a threatening note left under her pillow. They reckon they're going to bump her off if she testifies.
Yeah?
And I want to know who it is.
Do you reckon they mean it?
Well, they've tried twice already.
What's going on here?
Lone Ranger.
What was that, Smith?
Nothing.
Aren't you supposed to be in the kitchen?
Oh, we hardly ever see each other, Miss Bennett.
There's recreation time for that, Burns. And what are you doing in here?
Well, I was on my way to the laundry to get some clean nappies for Chrissy's baby.
You think I was born yesterday? Now get back to maternity.
Yeah, but there's no clean ones left, honest.
All right. But hurry, and I'll come with you just to make sure. Don't you two understand English? Get back to work. Come on.
Well, there you are. Chauffeur-driven comfort. You will take things quietly, won't you?
Quietly? In that place?
You see what I mean? And you can't wait to get back in there.
Takes all kinds.
Yeah, but playing nursemaid to that lot.
Aren't you forgetting, Bob? Tracy's in there.
Oh, yeah, but Tracy's different. Well, at least I hope she is.
Is she?
Well, Tracy's not a criminal. Well, not a real one, anyway. She's just been silly.
And there's a lot of silly girls in there with her. And they need a nursemaid.
Meg, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Take care.
And you.
Nice morning, Mrs. Jackson. So, apart from that, things are pretty much as you left them, but having you back will certainly help with the rosters.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Jackson. Good to see you back. Morning, Mr. Fletcher.
Morning.
Thanks, Wendy.
Still having any pain?
Oh, a little. Only hurts when I laugh, as they say.
Oh, well, you won't find much to laugh at in here.
Oh, I don't know. She was smiling a minute ago. Right, Meg?
There was nothing in it.
That's not what it looked like.
And even if there was, it's none of your business.
You're on light duties, Mrs. Jackson. Make sure you don't overextend yourself.
Morris to see you, Mrs. Davidson.
What is it?
Something she's cooked up with Smith and Bryant. They were all in a huddle this morning. If you're too busy to see her...
No, you'd better bring her in.
Morris? Stand there.
Well, Tracy?
Last night, I found that under my pillow.
Do you know who left it there?
Of course I don't. It was just there.
That's enough.
Miss Bennett, it was left there, just as it is now. It was in an envelope.
Do you still have the envelope?
No, but there was nothing on it. Are you going to do anything about it?
Well, of course we'll do something about it. The police will be informed and you will be closely watched.
I'm supposed to be closely watched now.
There's no need for that, Morris.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Have them taken to an interview room, please. Your lawyer's here, Tracy. Look, leave this with me and don't worry about it. I'll take immediate action. Could you get Detective Inspector Grace for me right away, please?
Oh, look at them eyes. Oh, they're going to break a few hearts, aren't they?
Get her into trouble, more like it.
With men? Oh, no, she's going to have fun with men. She's just not going to get involved, that's all. And she's got her old mum around to see that that doesn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that was always my problem. I got too involved.
Look, men were designed to have fun with. That's what they should be teaching them in school, innit, love, eh? Oh, save a lot of girls a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Didn't you ever get lonely, Chrissy?
No. Always another one where the last one come from. They used to queue up. Poor silly buggers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I did get lonely once or twice. But now I've got Elizabeth. Just her and me. We don't need no one, do we?
Yeah. Well, the word is from B that we've got to keep our eyes open. There's a spy in the place.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, the drug mob had another go at Tracy Morris, somebody in here.
Yeah?
Yeah, and B says if she finds out, she's going to tear him apart.
Well, what happened then?
Well, somebody left a note on Tracy's bed and they said if she testifies, well, that's it. What's up, Chrissy?
Oh, nothing.
Did you see something?
No. Well, yeah, sort of.
What? B wants to know.
Oh, Doreen, it was me. Well, I didn't know what was in it. Well, that guy that came to visit me yesterday, he hands me some envelope, gives me $20 to put it on Tracy's bed. Well, I didn't even know what was in it. It was all sealed up.
Oh, geez, I'm glad you told me. At least when we tell B now, she'll know that you're not mixed up in the drug ring.
Yeah.
Well, we should tell her as soon as we can.
Oh, Mrs. Jackson. Up and about already?
Good morning. Yes, I'm hobbling around.
Look, I haven't had a chance to thank you, but for your quick action, we'd have lost a very important witness.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. What can we do for you?
I want to see Mrs. Davidson. Tracy's received more threats.
Wendy, would you let Mrs. Davidson know?
Yes, Mrs. Jackson.
What's happened?
She received a note. There's definitely a plant in here.
When?
Last night. Don't worry, Mrs. Jackson, we're not going to lose her now. When we find out who it is, they won't know what hit them.
Mrs. Davidson will see you straight away.
Oh, you better sign in, Inspector, then I'll take you through.
Right.
Oh, B!
What are you doing out here? Vera catches you, she'll put you on report.
This is important, B.
Yeah, we've got something to tell you.
Look, Latham's it. The answer's no.
B, Chrissy's only trying to help us.
Oh, all right, what the hell is it you want?
It's about that note.
What about it?
We know who put it there.
Who?
I did. But it was sealed in an envelope. I didn't know what it was.
You what? She didn't know what was in it, B.
It was sealed. Ask Tracy. Oh, look, I didn't have to tell you, did I?
She didn't, B.
I would have found out.
Oh, like hell you would have. All I had to do was sit pat, say nothing.
Oh, yeah, until the pushers came round again wanting another favour.
They've got nothing on me. An old boyfriend came in on a visit. He gave me $20 to deliver it.
She's telling the truth, B. Honest.
Yeah, well, maybe they conned you this time, but if there's any trouble, you're the one I'm going to be after.
You don't reckon I'd have anything to do with that lot, do you? I've got a kid to look after, remember?
I wouldn't put it past you.
Come off it, B. She's only trying to help.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Oh, no, you shouldn't have. I would have found out sooner or later. OK, leave it with me.
So the main thing is just stand there and tell the truth.
That's all right for you.
Oh, you're going to be fine. Now relax.
Well, when will I have to testify?
Not for a couple of days. Look, Joe's apparently made a very full statement, so there's nothing for you to worry about.
They don't seem to think that.
Well, how do you mean?
I got a note telling me not to testify.
Have you told the authorities?
Oh, for the good it will do.
Oh, they'll take care of it.
This mob can do anything.
Tracy, it's almost over. Look, once you've given your evidence and it goes into the record, you won't have any more trouble.
So you're saying if they're going to do anything, it has to be straight away?
Yeah, leave all that to the police. Believe me, they know what they're doing.
So there's nothing else for it. Throughout the trial, she'll be under a heavy police guard.
What about after the trial?
Well, the danger period is before she testifies. Afterwards, Well, they might try reprisals, but I doubt it.
Oh, that'll be a great comfort to Tracy.
Mrs. Davidson, the weak link in our armour is this prison. Now, they've already made one attempt to try and kill her. And apparently, while she's in here, it's very easily to threaten her.
Might I remind you, Inspector, that one of my officers almost lost her life protecting your witness?
With great respect, Mrs. Davidson, she was just doing her job.
Mrs. Jackson was shot from outside the prison. I'm not aware that anyone has been apprehended. All I am aware of is the continuing threats on the lives of my inmates and officers.
Look, we're doing what we can. I'm sorry about what happened to Mrs. Jackson, but it's a risk we all take every day. You take and I take. Now, I'm going to watch the perimeter of this place. You keep it tight in here.
We always do, Inspector.
Yeah, well, I'll keep in touch. But one thing's certain, they're going to try something.
Well, Mr. Fletcher, I take it that is your real name.
I want to see Sarah.
I'm sure you do. She's out. She did leave a message, though. She doesn't want to see you again.
I'd rather hear that from Sarah.
I said she doesn't want to see you.
Look, all this is a mistake.
I couldn't agree more. I see you've emerged in your true colors at last.
What's that supposed to mean?
You did say quite specifically that you were a building contractor.
That was a spur-of-the-moment thing that I said on the night that I met her, before I realized there was going to be anything else.
It was a lie which you didn't choose to correct. Is there anything else?
What is it with you? Do you want to keep her all to yourself? Put her in some sort of a shrine where no real man can touch her?
Good day, Mr. Fletcher.
When will she be back?
Her message was quite specific. But if you care to come back, no doubt she'll spell it out to you herself.
Do you think he'll come back?
I doubt it. But if he does, you'll just have to tell him, won't you?
So you don't anticipate there'll be any trouble?
There may be trouble, but I think we're ready. We've given them very little room to move.
I hope so.
Well, good morning, Tracy. There you are, you see, personal assistance. You'll have nothing to worry about. How are you feeling?
Not very well.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Your father will be there to see you.
Can I talk to him?
We'll have to see.
You going to do the paperwork?
Yeah. Well, then.
Good luck.
Nice little act she's got there, all rehearsed for the jury.
That's hardly fair, Jim.
Yeah, well, I suppose you'd have your own reasons for saying that.
And that's not fair either. What's wrong with you?
She's been smuggling heroin. Don't tell me she's Little Miss Innocent.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, I think after she's convicted, we'll see another side of Miss Morris altogether.
Don't want a salad, do you? Hey, what's up? Hey, we're mates, aren't we?
Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it? I mean, if there's something wrong...
Just forget it, that's all.
All right, take it easy.
I'm going to be stuck in here and she's going to be out. That's all there is to it. It's simple.
Yeah, well, maybe there's some other way around it, Chrissy.
What?
Well, I don't know, but, you know...
Well, don't you think I've racked my brains trying to think of something? Do you know what I thought of the other night? I thought if I was to stick a knife in my foot, you know, as I dropped it, they'd have to send me off to hospital and then they might let me keep her.
Yeah, well, that's bloody stupid. That's not going to help.
Oh, OK. So that's it. It's the rules, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, well, I'm getting out of here in the next day or two. Maybe she could live with me at me mum's house.
That does me a lot of good, doesn't it? Stuck
Well,
in
you're
here.
just going to have to try and get out of here as quick as you can. Maybe get a bit more remission. Look, I'm no good at working out stuff like this, but Bea might have a few ideas.
Oh, Smith. She couldn't give a bugger about me.
Well, there's no harm in asking.
God, I'd love a fag.
Well, they're your lungs. OK, girls, let's take a break, eh?
Could I bought a fag from you, love? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Do you know that? That's what my Uncle Henry used to say. They used to tell him to keep off the booze, and he used to say, what's the point in living longer if you're going to be miserable? What you got there, love?
Oh, the Prison Reform Group newsletter.
Any comics?
Hi, girls. Hey, more dirty nappies. Has anyone seen Bea? I went into the kitchen, but she wasn't there.
No, I haven't seen her.
What's up, Dor?
Oh, well, it's Chrissy, you know, with losing the baby and that. She's real depressed.
Well, why don't you have her contact the PRG?
The what?
PRG, Prison Reform Group. They might be able to advise her, you know?
Oh, it's truth. It's like old homework in here.
How are you, Bea?
Oh, okay, got something for you, old bag.
Oh, where'd you get them?
Ask me no secrets, I'll tell you no lies.
Oh.
Hey, go on, kid. We're going to give you a slip-up turn.
And how are you going to do that?
Let's just say that all the stuff is going to be courtesy of Wentworth Detention Centre.
You little beauty.
Oh, you don't have to go to any trouble, Bea.
Oh, no trouble at all. Just leave it all to me.
Leave all what to you, Smith?
Advice on their love lives, Miss Bennett. Are you interested?
Get moving. You two, Burns, on your way. And the rest of you can get back to work.
The drapes should be ready in about a week, Mr. Colby. I'll drop them around personally. Come on, pop it. It's not the end of the world.
I know, but I liked him, Julian. I really liked him.
I know that, love. But he lied to us.
I don't think we can throw stones on that count.
Sarah, my girl, you're a big girl now. I can't tell you how dangerous a lie like that can be.
Why does everything have to be so involved? Why couldn't he just have been what he said he was?
Well, he wasn't. And we couldn't take the risk, could we?
Hello, Tracy. You look as though you've had a hard day. How was it?
It was terrible. They wouldn't even let me speak to Dad.
Oh, well, that's one of the rules. It doesn't mean a thing.
But he's my father.
Were there a lot of police around?
They were everywhere. I think I'm guilty already. The jury, they just kept staring at me.
Well, it's nearly over.
Mrs. Jackson, have you spoken to Dad?
No,
He looked awful. I thought he might have phoned you.
not yet.
I felt so ashamed with him just sitting there. Are you going to see him?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, please, he really needs someone. It'd be nice if it were you.
All right.
Tonight?
If you like. Just to reassure him you're okay.
Burns, Mrs. Davidson.
Well, Doreen, what's this all about?
Well, it's kind of private.
Well, I'm sure Miss Bennett will treat it that way.
Well, it's about Tracy.
What about her?
You know, about the note.
What do you know about that?
Oh, nothing, Mrs. Davidson. Just that it's okay. Everything's okay.
Doreen, will you please tell me what you're talking about?
Well, see, it was a kind of a mistake. See, someone was asked to do a favour by a friend on the outside, and they were given this letter in an envelope, but it was all sealed up. And they were asked to put this letter on Tracy's bed where she'd find it, and they did. But see, they didn't know what was in the envelope because it was all sealed up. See?
Are you saying that there's no one in here threatening Morris?
Yeah, that's it.
Why are you telling me this, Doreen?
Oh, well, I thought you'd like to know, Mrs. Davidson. But I'm not lagging on anyone. I mean, I'm not dobbing anyone else in, am I?
I don't believe a word of it.
See, I'm getting out in a few days and I just didn't want you to be worried.
Well, under the circumstances, don't you think you should tell me the whole story?
Oh, no, Mrs. Davidson. That would be lagging.
Wait outside, Doreen.
Wait down the hallway. And stay there.
What do you think?
I think it's a put-up job to make us lower our guard.
I wonder.
It's too convenient. A while ago when I walked into the laundry, they were all there, Smith, Bryant, Burns. Smith was saying to leave everything to her.
You don't think Smith's behind the note?
You know how she feels about drugs.
But she hates the same people who are threatening Tracy, the pushers. And I doubt whether she'd advertise the fact by sending a note.
Terror tactics.
No, Miss Bennett, I'm inclined to believe Doreen. But we mustn't lower our guard. I'm afraid I do expect trouble.
I'll see what I can find out, Mrs. Davidson.
With discretion, of course.
You needn't worry, Mrs. Davidson.
And keep a close eye on Morris.
Morris and Smith. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
Hey, what are you doing? Wrapping a present for your door. It's only soap, but it's something.
Never mind, it's the thought that counts. Hang on a tick.
Hey! Biscuits! Condensed milk!
Yeah.
Oh, that's beauty.
Just a start. Come on, let's get this out of sight.
Oh, can you get me some bread and some hundreds and thousands? And then I can make fairy bread.
If Vera catches us with this, she'll give us fairy bread.
I remember when I was a kid and we used to have parties never the same without fairy bread.
Yeah, all right, I'll see what I can do.
Aren't they going to miss it if you take much more?
Yeah, well, they would if I took it all at once. But ever since I got there, I've been taking a little bit at a time, you know, sort of storing up for emergencies. I got it all stashed in an old boiler.
Oh, God, you're worse than me.
Oh, that'll be the day. And listen, you keep your hands off that, all right? It's for Doreen's farewell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
Ding, 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 like the bell.
Hi. I thought you might be back. All the girls are going down to the rec room, huh? It's tough, eh? Come on, honey, I know what it's like.
No, you don't.
I've been there twice. It's Joe, isn't it? Was he there today?
Yeah.
He's giving you a real tough time, love.
I thought we had something special.
I know that.
I'd have done anything to protect him. He told them I knew I was carrying heroin. He told the police and he told the court today.
He's a bastard.
He said he loved me. Why would he say that? He knows it's not true.
I don't know. I guess if he thinks he's going to suffer, then the whole world has to suffer with him.
Oh, he just makes me so mad. He tries to have me killed and I make excuses for him.
Now, you listen to me. Don't you blame yourself, huh?
We went to Bali once for 2 weeks without telling Dad. We had this little hut right on the beach. I remember lying awake at night time just listening to the waves. Once we got up really early just to see the sunrise and made a really big deal out of it. Except it was overcast.
Hey, now listen. That's over now. You're gonna be okay.
You're disgusting. You really are disgusting.
What are you up to, Smith?
Oh, good morning, Miss Bennett. What are you doing here?
What did you take in there?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me. I saw you.
It's just a bit cool. I just picked up a cardigan.
And what are these?
I don't know. They must have been there when I collected the trolley.
Well, we'll have a good look through your cell and then we'll go to the governor's office.
Ah, come on, Miss Bennett. I'm trying to get a few things together for Doreen's farewell. I bought most of them on the black.
Where would you get the money? Let's see what we can find in here. When Mrs. Davidson hears about this, I'd say you can forget your party.
Morris shouldn't be long.
The papers are certainly giving her front-page treatment.
Yes, I think it's disgusting.
Love affair, young girl, drugs. It's got all the ingredients.
Yes, and to hell with Tracy's feelings or her family's.
Come on, Morris, keep it moving.
Not everybody's as sympathetic as you.
I'll take care of the paperwork.
Good. I'll have a word with Tracy.
She seems quite concerned.
Yes. This is quite an operation. You still expecting trouble?
I don't see how, but you never know.
So, chin up. That's the main thing.
How's Dad?
Oh, he's all right. A bit shaken, obviously. But he thinks it'll go your way in spite of Joe's evidence.
I wish I did.
Well, he's admitted exploiting you. Now, your father's spoken to the QC. The weight of evidence is on your side.
Will he be there today?
Of course he will. And he sends his love.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Ready?
Taking a bit of a risk, aren't you?
How do you mean?
Well, getting so involved. From what the papers say, it
You
seems...
shouldn't believe everything you read in the papers.
Well, it seems pretty obvious that she's going to end up back in here. That could create problems. Between you and her father, I mean.
I'm sure we can manage.
I may try to help. Something else you should know, too. Last night, after Morris got back from court, I was walking past the cell. She and Bryant were, well, together. It seemed pretty obvious that they're involved.
And what made it so obvious?
Well, I know what I saw. Arms around each other.
Haven't you heard of friendship, Jim?
Her father mightn't look at it like that.
Well, that's his problem, isn't it? I've got cells to check.
Well, Smith, I trust you have a suitable explanation.
I was trying to set up a party for Doreen. I got sprung.
That cell was full of stolen goods. She couldn't have collected them just over a couple of days.
You know, I've been laying aside things for a while, you know, thrift. There was bound to be a party sooner or later. For somebody.
Where were the things hidden before you moved them to your cell?
In the old boiler in the kitchen.
Is there anything else?
No, that's the lot.
I'll search the kitchen thoroughly.
I'm very disappointed in you, Smith. I've never stopped you from having a farewell party.
Yeah, well, Doreen's a bit special, you know.
Or to be more precise, you were showing off. It would be quite unfair to penalise Doreen. She has every right to farewell her friends. She will be released at 4 o'clock. You can have the recreation room at 3:30 for the party. My inclination is to stop you from attending. But that, too, would penalise Doreen.
Thanks, Mrs. Davidson.
I am aware, by the way, about the note threatening Tracy Morris, and that the prisoner who left it there had no idea of its contents.
That's right.
Of course, we will not be relaxing security, and with your attitude to drugs, I trust you will cooperate with us.
You mean if someone else comes in, you want to know?
I regard this matter very seriously, Smith.
Sure. You'll know.
We have not yet dealt with the matter of stealing. Obviously, you can't be trusted in the kitchen, and having the run of the prison seems to be convenient for you as well. So you will be transferred back into the laundry, where we can at least keep an eye on you. Is that all, Miss Bennett?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Good. Behave yourself at the party, Smith.
Sure thing. Oh, and thanks.
Miss Morris, how are you finding it? Were you shocked by your boyfriend's evidence? Will you talk to us later?
Poor little Trace. I hope she gets off.
Yeah.
You're a bit quiet today.
Am I?
It's all for the best, you know.
Well, whoever said it wasn't?
No, but...
Now, listen to me. We are just friends. She makes me feel useful. There's nothing between us. Yes. Come on now, let's take a break, huh?
Okay, Judy, I'll take over.
You're back, B?
Yeah, I'm back, B.
What happened?
Oh,
Get
well...
away from that press, Smith. Well, come on. That's Bryant's job. You can do the sewing. And the rest of you can get back to work.
She's gone.
Now, what's happened?
I had a chat to Davo. She saw the light.
Old Vinegar's upset.
Yeah, she was in her face in the governor's office. Oh, by the way, Doreen's party, 3:30 this afternoon.
Did you get the hundreds and thousands?
Davo said that the party would be on Wentworth.
How come?
Well, why should we pay for all of it?
Did you get sprung? Oh, Lizzie.
Yeah, all right, you old bugger, so I got sprung.
So what?
So I got put back in here. Isn't that terrible?
You are amazing, you know that.
Listen, by the way, she knows about the note, but she doesn't know where it came from.
Well, how did she find that out?
Oh, search me. But I don't want to know it came from Latham. She doesn't know, and she's not going to. And you lot keep your eyes open, just in case that mob sends someone back in here to get Tracy. Okay?
Of course she's going to testify. I don't want excuses. You didn't do the job. Well, this is your last chance. Either I read Tracy Morris's obituary in tomorrow's paper, or I'll be reading yours.
Oh, that's coming on. What do you reckon, V?
I reckon you ought to go to decorating, Lizzie.
Decorating what?
I'd rather not say.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not going to be the same without door.
Oh, come on, now, don't go getting sentimental. Give us a fag, you old bag.
I thought you were cutting them down.
Yeah, it's a special occasion, isn't it? Ta.
I wonder what's keeping Door.
Last I saw her, she was still putting a few things together. Mind you, that was about half an hour ago.
Yeah, well, I wish it was me going with her.
You can say that again.
I wish it was me.
Oh, here she is. Wow. Guest of honour. You look beaut, Door. Real glamorous.
Oh, thanks, Lizzie.
Feeling nervous, love?
A bit.
Oh, you're going to be all right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you will.
Oh, with all my good friends stuck in here. And what about you? The last time you were out, you couldn't get back inside quick enough.
Oh, but I'm an old woman. You got your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah, on my own.
Oh, come on, love. You'll be okay. You were just unlucky last time, that's all. You got to make a go of it, for all of us.
Hey, Dor, I made you a little going-away present, you know.
Oh.
Look after you.
Thanks, Jude. It's real nice.
I got something too for you. It's not much, so nothing personal, you know.
Yeah, I've got two things for you. Hang on. Here's number one.
Yeah, we all signed it too.
Yeah, I did twice. Lizzie, the lag, and Bird's Worth of Beauty.
And number two, there's 3 packets of biscuits in there, so don't go eating them all at once.
3 packets of biscuits. Where'd you have them planted?
Judy was looking after them for me, because if you'd known they were around, there wouldn't have been any left.
Well, speech.
Yeah, come on, Doreen, say a few words.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'd just like to say that thanks for all this stuff. And, that I love you a lot, and, I'm gonna miss you, and...
Well, that's real good. Oh, things get a bit damp around here.
Yeah, come on, Dor, look at the spread.
I'll take over now. You're lucky to be here at all, so get on with it.
Terrific.
I thought you'd be at your friend's party.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Burns' send-off. I thought for sure that you'd be there.
Yes, I'll be saying goodbye to Doreen. But right now, I'd like to know why you're taking your bad temper out on me. You've been behaving like a pig for days.
Well, thanks a lot. If I've been upsetting you, I apologise.
Well, it's not only me.
I'm sorry, I've had a few problems, may I?
Sarah.
Yeah, I blew it. Didn't tell her what my job was. She found out.
If she won't accept it, she's not worth having.
No, it's not that. I lied to her. I told her I was a building contractor.
Oh, why?
No, it was a spur of the moment thing. I mean, if you tell people you're a prison officer, it tends to put them off.
Sure, some people. But they'll accept it if they're interested enough.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit late now. I'm not going to bash my head against a brick wall over it. I suppose there must be more where she came from. provided I don't get involved.
God, you're a dark horse, Jim. Well, I better get to Doreen's party before she leaves.
Meg, like I said, if I've been a bit rude, I'm sorry.
It was a pity it wasn't a blind skunk. He'd be in love, you know. Hey, listen, have a look at Vera. I'm telling you something, if I had a dog and it had a face like that, I think I'd shave its bum and train it to walk backwards.
Sounds like they're enjoying themselves. I suppose.
How would you expect? They've had a win and they're making the most of it.
I'll take over if you like.
You're welcome. Burns is due in reception in 10 minutes. I'll have her things ready.
Hey, what'd you do, Mr. Jackson, till the new torture chamber had arrived?
Now, that's enough, Smith. Now, hurry it along. Doreen's due in reception in 10 minutes.
Oh, what?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, good things must come to an end. Time to go, eh, kid? And there isn't one of us here that doesn't wish we were going with you.
Thanks, Mrs. Jackson. We don't go much on screws, but I reckon you're real nice.
I'll drink to that. You drink to anything, you old bugger.
We all want the same thing for you, Doreen. Stay out of here.
It's been real good, Jude. And I'm going to miss you a lot.
Well, I'm going to miss you too, kid. Good luck, huh?
I'm going to be waiting for you when you get out, Lizzie.
You bloody better be.
Of course I will. You're the best mate I've got. Oh, look after yourself, love. Don't be too long, Lizzie.
I won't.
I'm going to miss you, Bee.
Listen to me, little dear. You come back in here, I'm going to clobber you.
An umbrella, one set of keys, one bracelet. Sign there. This is the money you've earned, including work release from the factory. Sign there. Well, that's all. Till next time.
Well, Doreen, all ready?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
I don't want to see you back here, and I really mean that.
Don't worry. I don't want to be back.
It's not going to be easy, but you have a great opportunity this time. So don't forget your appointment with Dr. Henderson tomorrow morning.
I won't, Mrs. Davidson. Bye, and thanks.
Goodbye, Doreen.
Bye, Miss Bennett.
Come along, Doreen. I'll walk you to the gate.
She'll be back. I'll give her 3 months.
Bye, Doreen. Bus should be along soon.
Bye, Mrs. Jackson.
Miss Morris, any statement on the proceedings so far? Any comment on your boyfriend's evidence? Will you be furnishing us with a statement later? How are you holding up the straight, Miss Morris?
on.
Sit back and shut up, the pair of you.